he did the tongue thing. Now you see throughout this whole entire video, for the last 5 minutes of this video, his tongue was perfectly moist, no food on it, no dead skin on his lips, no nothing, but he did the tongue thing. What did that tongue thing? I'm going to do a whole series, especially about Ron DeSantis, because he was doing the tongue thing too. But what does that fucking tongue thing means? I don't know what that tongue thing means. I don't know what that tongue thing means. I don't know what, whatever. I don't know if this is NSA, CIA, FBI, Deep State, the fifth column. I don't know. Telling these people to do this tongue shit, but celebrities, politicians, media personalities, and now these fake ass gang stalking victims doing the Chosen One psychological operation campaign are all doing this freaking nasty tongue thing. What does this tongue thing actually mean? I do not know, but they're all doing it. I just watched a American Cancer Society commercial, and she did the tongue thing too. Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna stop the camera. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Okay, because they're all doing it. They're all doing that nasty tongue thing. This video is gonna be like over an hour long, and we just now 5 minutes into this fucking dude's video. All right, stopping the camera. Now here it is. This is the American Cancer Society commercial, and you're gonna see this chick do the tongue thing, okay? So tell me what this tongue thing actually means, because everybody doing it and they're on camera doing it, and these directors are allowing these people to stick their nasty tongues out. So it must mean something really big to somebody really, really high up in society that we're living in, if these people are allowing these people on camera to do the tongue thing. Like I said, I don't know what it actually means, but I just see it everywhere now.
When I was facing cancer, the treatment I needed.
There we go. See, it just sticks her tongue out for no goddamn reason. Hello, my name is Talan Godfrey, and I'm a real gang stalking victim, unlike most of the people that you see on YouTube nowadays. Okay, so let's get into another fake one. I have a problem with the people who claim to be chosen ones. There is no chosen ones. Any real investigation of gang stalking, dealing with direct energy weapons and mind control technology, you do that in, that type of research, you're gonna realize that the people talk about some goddamn chosen ones are lying to you. Now here's another one. Here's another one of these fakes. Holy shit. I just want to say hello, Andre. Just watch out for these fake people, Andre. And I'm going to leave a video soon about what happened to me and my speakers and why I couldn't show up on last Saturday, but I did show up Sunday and Christmas. I didn't know there was a whole bunch of people on the day after Christmas in Santa Monica. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have went straight to the Santa Monica Pier and protest. But there was a reason why I wasn't at the pier Saturday, but I did show up Sunday and I showed up on Christmas. And I'm still waiting to see you at the Santa Monica Pier. And if you have a man or a woman, doesn't matter who you love, hopefully they love you back, and I would love to meet your significant other. Maybe you might have some grandbabies for me, who knows. Either or, I will be happy if you are happy, Andre. And I would love to see you, because I'm your mom and I miss you, and I'll think about you all the time. All the time. I do not care what these fake ass gang stalking Christians say, these gang stalkers, how they hit people with direct energy weapons and mind control technology. I do not care. I'll think about you always and forever, and I miss you all the time, all the freaking time. I miss you every day. I miss you. Okay, so let's get to the purpose of this video, Andre, and everybody else who is watching. There is no chosen one. This is a psychological operation. This is a scam. This dude is fake, phony, false. Now, let's go to my channel, okay? Let's go to my channel. While we are silent, you're going to hear a little bit of the stomping and stepping from that upstairs neighbor. Now, just hang on for a second. I'm gonna put a timestamp to that.
What exactly can the government do to him, to any of us, whether we're on the watch list or not? As a journalist, my first hunch is to go straight to the source. Michael German is a former FBI agent who has experience with the terrorism watch list. What is the internal designation given?
Okay, so you want to watch that? That's okay. But did that FBI agent, that former FBI agent, talk about some goddamn chosen one? Hell to the fuck no, he didn't talk about no goddamn chosen one. Anyway, none of these people were talking about no goddamn chosen one. These people are fucking lying to you about this chosen one shit. Was there anybody dealing with the chosen one when it came to the Justice Department? Now, I know a lot of people don't like the Justice Department because TargetedJustice.com tried to sue the United States government and it went all the way to the Supreme Court. God damn, he did the tongue thing. Look at that tongue. That tongue thing again. The tongue. Okay. We're gonna skip the tongue thing. We got the timestamp on that tongue thing. We're gonna find it right here. But did the Justice Department talk about the chosen ones or gang stalking dealing with spirituality and religion and the Matrix and karma and the chupacabra? No. Just watch this shit. This is dealing with gang stalking. Now, this video doesn't talk about the mind control or the direct energy weapons, but it deals with what we call gang stalking, okay? We got a timestamp on it. Okay, go to eBay. FBI eBay. I spelled eBay wrong, hold on. But there it is. FBI eBay was enough for the algorithm to pick it up on there. See, FBI eBay. Now, it took the FBI 2 years to find 6 people. 2 freaking years to find 6 people. Did the FBI report on eBay 6 employees? Did they talk about some chosen one destined for greatness with the power of God, baby boo boo? No, they didn't do that because the chosen one thing is a fucking scam. You see this video right here? Fucking ads. Oh. And they won't let me use ad block. They say that Google is not going to work with the ad block when I use ad block. So I gotta suffer through this shit.
Actually, my department uses Monday.com, so
no one cares.
Work management.
A press conference addressing federal cyber stalking charges against 6 individuals. Let's listen in.
Noise campaigns. Hopefully you are enjoying that. Because I'm not a chosen one. I did not ask to be harassed. Okay? I'm not a chosen one destined for greatness because I'm on EBT and food stamps. I am barely surviving. And I survived for the longest time with like $20 a month. It was really bad. I couldn't afford to do laundry. So I had to do laundry at the free places. Okay. Everybody know what the free places are. Okay. Then I had to go eat at, even though I had food stamps, I had to go eat at food kitchens. I had to go to food donation drives for extra food. Okay. And people ask you, why do you have all these extra food if you have food stamps? Well, we just know some things. And some things we know and some things we don't. But it was really, really hard. And I still don't have any money. And I'm still going through gang stalking. I'm still being hit with direct energy weapons. I'm still being hit with mind control technology. And I'm not a fucking chosen one destined for greatness. And yet I'm at the Santa Monica Pier almost every single weekend for the last 3.5 years protesting gang stalking. A lot more than any other chosen one that you see on YouTube or other social media websites. Okay, I'm doing a lot more than they ever fucking did or ever fucking could. And I'm still not a fucking chosen one because I don't got no money. I don't got no family really. My child was taken from me. I was hit with direct energy weapons of mind control when I had my child, and I'm still being hit with direct energy weapons now. Mind control technologies now. And I haven't seen my child since 2010. It is 2023. I haven't seen Andre, I haven't seen you since you were 6 years old, and I still remember the last day that I saw you. You went with your daddy. Your dad took you into some chick named Mocha's car, and that was the last time I saw of you. And I wanted to give you my dog tag, but something was hurting me and telling me not to give you my dog tags. I wanted to do it, but something told me not to. I realized then it was those people. I was on some type of cybernetic hive mind team. These people I was attached to these people. I did not ask to be attached to these people. They didn't want us to have a relationship then, and they don't want us to have a relationship now. Whatever. It's really hard to explain. I truly believe that cybernetic hive mind teams exist. Brain to computer interfaces. I am tied to somebody's freaking system. I get hit with direct energy weapons while I'm on a freaking plane. So it had to be by satellite or somebody hitting me with direct energy weapons behind me or in front of me. But I was being hit on a plane. Okay. Well, from Atlanta to Los Angeles, and from Los Angeles to Atlanta back to Los Angeles, just being blasted with direct energy weapons on the plane over 50,000 feet in the air. I was being hit. So this thing ain't no fucking chosen one. And this noise violation campaign has been going on for years, and I'm not moving until I find something better for me to move into, which probably will never happen. I'm not moving. Like I said before, I am not moving. Period. I do not care about what these little people, noise campaign, doing these noise campaigns. I'm not moving. I do not care. No, you ain't getting this apartment. I don't give a fuck about your family. You ain't moving into this spot. There was a reason why somebody in this office, management office for this building, wanted me to have this spot. Because they knew something was going on with the people in this building, so they gave it to me. I believe that some of these little gang-stalkers wanted to have this spot so their family could move in. And that's not the only reason why I'm being gang-stalked, because I was gang-stalked in a totally different state. Totally different state. I've been gang-stalked like 2008, but I didn't know it was gang-stalking until like a couple of years ago. So let's get into it. I'm going to minimize this. So it's the FBI who did their investigation against eBay eBay employees on behalf of a native couple. Was that native couple a chosen one? Destined for greatness?
Harassment and intimidation against a middle-aged couple living in Natick, Massachusetts. That couple published an online newsletter that reviewed and was sometimes critical of eBay and other e-commerce companies. Jim Baugh, eBay's former senior director of safety and security, is being sought by federal agents in California, while David Harville, eBay's former director of global resiliency, was arrested this morning in New York City. They were charged with conspiracy to commit cyberstalking and conspiracy to tamper with an investigation.
Okay, wow, did that sound like those people were the chosen ones? You see, the chosen one's the chosen one's gonna fuck you up. Those chosen one's gonna fuck you up. So let's talk about a lying chosen one named Justice. If I can find it. See, now what I'm going to show you is the psychological operation campaign dealing with YouTube is all these videos are being cycled out. You saw it right here. I've been showing this many times before in my other videos. Here's the time and date right there. Every one of these videos under the uploaded date section of Gangstalking 2 words on YouTube, uploaded date section, under the uploaded date filter is being cycled out. These videos will stay on this tag for the next 4 to 5 days. This dude's been here for 3 days, so he got like 1 to 2 more days, and then this video right here, justice will be cycled out and will be buried underneath the algorithm. Unless you know where to find him, you ain't gonna find his video because it's not gonna be under the uploaded date filter. Now you see this? Like I showed this many times before. You see this? Oh, they finally got rid of that black chick. That's weird. But you see this? Chosen One, Heavenly Gang Stalk. What is gang stalking? This is by iHeartRadio. They have I think they're owned by iHeartRadio. So YouTube ain't gonna get rid of this video. Terry Joe Jr. is a psyops. He's a psychological operation campaign dealing with the Chosen One. So he ain't gonna leave. And you see 10,000 views, 8.5 thousand views. So I don't know if, cause they got rid of that black chick that was above Terry Joe Jr.'s video. They just got rid of it. That's why I noticed it. So I don't know if Justice is going to take her place, because he ain't talking about real gang stalking, but he's talking about that spirituality bullshit. So he may just take her place. Like you see this video right here, this video will be definitely cycled out within 3 to 4 days. It will be cycled out and you will never find it under the uploaded date filter. It will be gone. Like I said before, these videos got 4 to 5 days on the uploaded date filter under Gangstalking YouTube tag, and then they're cycled out and you will never find them. You will never find them. But these videos dealing with Terry Joe Jr. And this one, stuff that they don't want you to know, because it's dealing with iHeartRadio, will stay on this uploaded date tag. Okay? Because these people, like I said before, are running a psychological operation campaign. They want gang stalking victims to think that they're a chosen one. That's it for greatness, by the power of God, because it's stupid. It sounds stupid, and yet your friends, your family, and your potential allies will not help you against the people who are gang stalking you. Okay? Gang stalking is not spiritual or religious. It's illegal. It's a highly illegal harassment campaign that violates human rights laws, violates U.S. Code 18, sedition, treason, and terrorism, and also violates the Nuremberg Code. I know there are laws saying that the United States have the right to experiment on its own citizens. I'll get to that, okay? So let's get into that. But these people who are actually gang stalking you do not want you to fight back against them. They want you to be checkmated, put into a position where you can be easily exploitable, if not gotten rid of, without anybody questioning anything. Okay, and these people, these two men, are a part of that. They may not be actual gang stalkers, but they're doing a psychological operation campaign. So they're helping out the gang stalkers. So let's get into this video. Tastes like plastic. I'll be drinking that. Where's the volume of this thing? Okay, now the internet is slowing down again. I don't know what happened to the sound. Hold on. So, like I said before, this is a fake gang stalking victim. This is a fake one. I'm trying to see where you can see me with the best light. But this is a fake gang stalking victim named Justice. Let's get into his little stupid video.
We're back with another message, back with another video. You know what to do. Tap in, tune in, lock in, smash that like button if you're new to the channel. I thank you for joining us. Thank you for subscribing. All praises, honor, and glory due to the Most High God of Israel. Do not know about my music. I am an artist. I got music available on all platforms. I say it every time. I have Hidden Hills out, Hidden Hills 2. Hidden Hills 3 is in the works. All kinds of great music. If you want, an alternative, something that's clean, something that promotes, the Most High and just gets you ramped up, spiritual warfare, go give me a chance. Soulswithpurpose.com if you want any hoodies, merchandise, t-shirts. I thank you guys.
Now, I want you to look at that. Now, when he was promoting himself, he mostly looked at the camera. But you're going to notice that when he started talking about gang stalking, he's not going to look at that camera. He's just going to look straight up. Then he's going to look down to, I think, what is it? His right? I think it's his right. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be his right. Whatever. But he's going to look down at something like he's looking at a script or something.
As you can see in the title, man, everything you need to know about gang stalking. I'm gonna go ahead and try to sum this up to the best of my ability.
He gonna lie to you. Now, what a lot of these fake motherfuckers are doing, what a lot of these fakes are doing, is not only is a psychological operation campaign, but I think it's called the limited hangout, when they tell a little teeny tiny bit of the truth, and then they surround that shit with a whole bunch of bullshit. They tell a little teeny tiny bit of the truth, and then surround it with a whole bunch of bullshit. Now, partial disclosure, I think it's more of a scientific base to it. When scientific partial disclosure, it would just say that yes, the Rona vaccine did work, but it didn't work because of X, Y, and Z. Not the fact that because people weren't taking their vaccines requirements monthly or whatever it was. Let me see if I can find a real example of partial disclosure. But I know limited hangout and partial disclosure is basically the same thing. But I think, like I said before, partial disclosure may be something on the more scientific basis, and limited hangout is for everything else. But it's basically the same shit. People just lying. People basically lying by omission. And lying, but they tell a little bit of the truth inside that lie. But it's all psychological operation campaigns. Okay, so let's get into it. He's gonna lie.
Okay, this topic can be spoken about for hours, right? I'm learning by the second, by the day, as I've been going through.
Look how he looks up
with God.
He gonna.
I'm gonna
no, he looks down.
Try to help you understand what gang stalking is about.
Oh, what the fuck is this shit? I'm stopping the camera. So here it is. No, this guy is not a chosen one. There is no such thing as a chosen one. And you mixing gang stalking with this chosen one crap. This is more evidence to prove that these people are fake, phony, and false. There is no such thing as a chosen one. And no, there is, like I said before, there is no chosen one mixed with gang stalking. He's lying to you. And you just pay attention to how he doesn't look at the camera. Pay attention to that.
Try to help you understand what gang stalking is about, what the motive is, and what the intent is behind it.
But now you read
First thing
script.
I want to tell you, the reason you're gang stalked as a chosen one is because people understand who you are in Christ even before you do. People understand the purity that's within you, the call that may be placed on your life even before you are aware.
Look down. Look at the camera.
Start studying us,
and then he's gonna look back up.
You have always been an outcast, even when you were young. Even when you were in the school system, right? They started to notice little things about you that kind of made an alarm go off. You weren't like these other kids. It didn't have to.
Okay, now you see this? Later on in the video, he's going to do more of that. And just watch 10 minutes of this stupid video. He is going to keep looking up. I don't know what the fuck he's focusing in on, but he's going to keep looking up like that. And he's going to look less and less at the camera while we're going into this video. But let's go into what he said right now. Where do we stop this thing? But my process, blah, 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 blah. The reason why you gang stalked as a chosen one is because people understand you are in Christ. No, the fuck, you're not. There are people that have been gang stalked all over the world for decades now. There have been forms of gang stalking with the Nazis, with the NKVD, the Stasi. China been doing gang stalking. They've been gang stalking people. Gang stalking has been going around on this world for decades. There was forms of gang stalking harassment, community harassment campaigns that the Pinkerton Agency was doing back in the 1800s. Hell no. And again, you've been gang stalked because you with Christ. A lot of the people around the world who have been gang stalked are not even Christians. They're not even Christians. Okay. China in focus, electronic harassment. China in focus, electronic. Okay, sorry, I cannot spell. Sorry, my bad. Now some dude on TikTok is gonna make fun of me. Okay, because I can't spell. Where is it? I'm trying to find that clip. Okay, there it is right there. You see this clip? Chances are he's not a Christian. That's a chance that he's not a Christian because he's over in China. Okay? And most of those people are not Christians. Most of those people, for centuries, have never been Christian. Okay? For most of the, this world history, that this China has been in existence as we know it, had not been a Christian country. I'm being hit with the right energy weapons right here. Okay? There it is. Right there. China is not a Christian country. Okay, anyway, okay. But there he is explaining the same stuff that I had been a victim of. And I'm not a Christian either, okay? But I've been living in America for all my life, and I'm not a Christian. And I'm still being hit with the break energy weapon, just like that Chinese man has been hit. So when he talking about you're a chosen one because you walk with Christ, and that's the reason why they're gang stalking you, no. He's lying. He knows he's lying. You know he's lying. Now, keep watching, because all he's going to do is just look up through most of the video. So we already caught him on his first lie.
Hi, just get you ramped up. Spiritual warfare. Go give me a chance. Soulswithpurpose.com if you want.
Okay.
In the title, man. Everything you need to know about gang stalking.
No.
I'm going to go ahead and try to sum this up to the best.
No, he's not going to tell you jack shit. Except for, oh, they spying on me. Oh, they say bad things against me. Oh, okay, what else are they doing to you? Are you being hit with direct energy weapons and mind control technology? He ain't going to talk about that because he can't. Because he's one of the chosen one, motherfuckers. He talked about if the guy at the Lord on high or whatever got your back, how in the hell did your Lord allow you to be hit with direct energy weapons and mind control technology? Figure that shit out. You figure that shit out because he ain't going to tell you. So he ignores it. He ignores the direct energy weapons and the mind control technology. Here it is. Popular Mechanics Magazine. And my computer, so there it is, right there. As a gang stalking victim, a real one, most of the stuff that I experience is right there. Like 85% of the stuff that I experience is right there on this page. But yet you have a chosen one named Justice. He ain't going to talk about those mind control technologies and these direct energy weapons because he's supposed to be with God. And if you with God, then how did God allow you to be here with direct energy weapons in the first place if you're one of his chosen ones? Okay, exactly. He ain't going to get into that shit. So we know he's fake.
To my abilities in a 10 to 20 minute video. Okay? This topic can be spoken about for hours, right? I'm learning by the second, by the day, as I've been going through my process with God.
Okay, so here I'm back. Let me minimize this. Timestamp. Okay, there's the timestamp right there. Slow ass computer. Slow computer. Now let's go. I'm only gonna watch the first 10 minutes of this.
Stalking is about,
Yeah,
what
no,
the motive is, and what the intent is behind it.
But he ain't gonna say
First
nothing.
thing I want to tell you, the reason you're gang stalked as a chosen one is because people understand who you are in Christ even before you do. People understand the purity that's within you, the call that may be placed on your life even before you are aware. These people start studying us.
Okay, now that's some bullshit. Now that's some
You
bullshit.
have always been
If you are a gang stalking victim,
even when you were young,
see,
even when you were in the school system, right? They started to notice little things about you.
pause, motherfucking shit. Okay, so that's fucking stupid. There have been gang stalking victims who are children who was children. Andre, you was a gang stalking victim as a child that was hitting you with direct energy weapons while I was going through some type of depression, being addicted to video games, going through some type of shit. I have no idea. But these gang stalkers came into your grandmother's house while we was living with your grandmother. They broke in. They didn't broke in. They had a locksmith on retainer, and that locksmith or opened the door, or they just knew how to unlock your deadbolt and your door handle. But they came in to your grandmother's house that night. I remember that fully. They woke me up and then helped me. One held their head against my back and had my hands and my arms out like this, and there was a lady with a mask, and this woman was in the bedroom. And of course your father was gone at the time they were doing this. I still remember that. But yeah, you were being hit with direct energy weapons. Your mother and I was arguing left, right, and backwards. I was going through some type of manic depressive phase. I was addicted to video games, but I was still working, and our household was a mess. But these people came into the house. I believe that some of the people who were doing the gang stalking was living in the neighborhood that you was growing up in at your grandmother's house. I believe those motherfuckers were involved. But no, you special as a school system. Oh, let's I have no idea what that was. But Nick Bagage, one of these fake gang stalking victims, told his audience to go watch a chick called Nanya, or Nanya, one of the two. And this fake gang stalking victim, she's one of these religious people that tried to mix gang stalking with religion, and these two things don't go together. But she put a video on her YouTube channel talking about gang stalking and mind control with Nick Bagage. Now, Nick Bagage told the truth. So did Razor Fist. Okay, hold on. I'll stop the camera. Okay, so here I'm back. Let me minimize this. Timestamp. Okay, there's the timestamp right there. Slow ass computer. Slow computer. Now let's go. I'm only gonna watch the first 10 minutes of this.
Stalking is about,
Yeah,
what
no,
the motive is, and what the intent is behind it.
Like, he ain't gonna say
First
nothing.
thing I want to tell you, the reason you're gang stalked as a chosen one is because people understand who you are in Christ even before you do. People understand the purity that's within you, the call that may be placed on your life even before you are aware. These people start studying us.
Okay, now that's some bullshit. Now that's some bullshit.
Have always been
If you are a gang stalking victim,
even when you were young,
see,
even when you were in the school system, right? They started to notice little things about you.
pause, motherfucking shit. Okay, so that's fucking stupid. There have been gang stalking victims who was children. Andre, you was a gang stalking victim as a child that was hitting you with direct energy weapons while I was going through some type of depression, being addicted to video games, going through some type of shit. I have no idea. But these gang stalkers came into your grandmother's house while we was living with your grandmother. They broke in. They didn't broke in. They had a locksmith on retainer, and that locksmith or opened the door, or they just knew how to unlock your deadbolt and your door handle. But they came in to your grandmother's house that night. I remember that fully. They woke me up and then helped me. One held their head against my back and had my hands and my arms out like this, and there was a lady with a mask, and this woman was in the bedroom. And of course your father was gone at the time they were doing this. I still remember that. But yeah, you were being hit with direct energy weapons. Your mother and I was arguing left, right, and backwards. I was going through some type of manic depressive phase. I was addicted to video games, but I was still working, and our household was a mess. But these people came into the house. I believe that some of the people who were doing the gang stalking was living in the neighborhood that you was growing up in at your grandmother's house. I believe those motherfuckers were involved. But no, are you special as a school system? Oh, let's I have no idea what that. I have no idea what that was. But Nick Bagage, one of these fake gang stalking victims, told his audience to go watch a chick called Nine Nania, or Nania, one of the two, and this fake gang stalking victim, she's one of these religious people that tried to mix gang stalking with religion, and these two things don't go together. But she put a video on her YouTube channel talking about gang stalking and mind control with Nick Bagage. Now, Nick Bagage told the truth. So did Razor Fist. Okay, hold on. I'll stop the camera. So like I said before in the other video, there are people who are part of secret societies. There are people who are, like I said, secret societies, religions, cults, political factions, and all these groups battle each other. And some of the kids who parents belong to these groups, these factions, these secret societies, part of secret religions, part of fraternities and all the other bullshit, sometimes the kids get targeted. It's not because you're fucking special. It's just that you as a child was being used as a tool to torture your parents or your grandparents. Okay? Period. There's nothing special about you. They're trying to get your parents or your grandparents through you being a child and targeting you as a child. Okay? This dude, he ain't saying shit. He ain't talking about real shit. Oh, they look at you because you special. Hell no. They're looking at you because you're part of a competing group or faction or society that's competing against theirs, and they target you, like I said before, as a child to get to your parents or your grandparents. Period. Okay? Or they targeting you as a child because it's easy opportunity, easy convenience. You're a child. You don't know what's going on. They're hitting you with direct energy weapons and mind control. You acting all crazy. And some of these people may be targeting you because as a child, you're cute. They're a pedophile. They want you. Period. Criminal behavior. All this gang stalking stuff is criminal behavior in and of itself. Do not listen to this man because he doesn't know what you're saying. Like when I was targeted, they didn't like me when I was a child. I wasn't gang stalked when I was in middle school and high school. Hell no. They just realized that I, as a black person, will not be down with the leftists. Hell, the leftists target me in Los Angeles, try to get me kicked out of my first apartment while I was living here. When I was living downtown Los Angeles, they knew that I, as a black woman, wasn't down with these satanic leftists because these satanic leftists were being paid by certain groups who were tied to these New World Order global groups who wants the New World Order. I'm going to stop the camera. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Where's the fucking camera? See, this thing is, I can't see shit. Hold on. Okay, so, yeah, I still can't see anything. Well, let's see if I can turn on this light again. Like, get on my nerves. Let me see if I can turn on this light. Okay. Now, here it is. Now, this is Conspiracy to Rule the World. There it is. None of these people are talking about no goddamn chosen one. So you know that new Justice ain't talking about real shit. But here's the picture called Conspiracy to Rule the World. Now, hopefully you can see that. But you know where you can find it if you can't. But here it is. Let's see if we can click on it. Let me find it better. Hopefully when I click on this page, it doesn't give me a fucking virus. Okay. Just hang on for a sec. But if you want to know where it's at, you know, you can see it where it's at right now. But like I'm trying to tell you, if you are part of a competing group, they will target your children. Where's the picture at? Okay, there it is. This is really small, but it's better quality than you just saw earlier. But we don't have to go back to it. Okay, this is the best I can do. This is the best I can do with this right here. But you see these groups right here? If you are part of a competing or part of a competing group or a group that antagonizing these motherfuckers, you bet your ass these people will target your children. It has nothing to do with you being special with the power of God because you are chosen one. You walk with Christ. No, that shit ain't. What justice is talking about is not real. But these people will target your fucking children. You bet to believe that. Churches will target you if you are part of a competing church. Different groups will target you if you're part of competing groups and you threatening somebody's money, power, and influence. Damn right they're going to target your freaking child. Damn right they will. I'm going to stop the camera and I'm going to show you about the shit that happened in the civil rights movement. Because the civil rights movement, everybody wanted to take control that that movement. Everybody, the communists wanted to take over the civil rights movement. Then you had other leftists want to take over the civil rights movement. Then you had the FBI with his Martin Luther King Jr. Wanted to take over that movement. And they were successful at it because they killed the original civil rights leaders like Medgar Evers. They was killing these motherfuckers. And then somehow Martin Luther King just took over it and then he died. And everybody said that Martin Luther Jr., MLK Jr. was a FBI agent, not agent, but informant. And then they ended up killing that motherfucker as well. So anyway, yeah, they're gonna go after your children. They're gonna target you. Shit, everybody knows that. So this dude ain't saying anything. He ain't saying anything. See, for this chosen one shit to work, you have to ignore all of human history. Okay, just especially when it comes to religion. Just for him to sound some. So here it is. This is the video I was trying to find. It's called Anarchy USA, the 1966 version. Now, I thought this video was like an hour long, but I can't find the hour-long version of it. But it talks about how the communists over in the Soviet Union, the KGB and everything, wanted to take over the American civil rights movement. So you had the commies over in Russia, and then you had the FBI battling each other, and you had other groups in there battling each other, all to take over the civil rights movement in the 60s, okay? Just hold on for a second. You gonna hear him.
Mass of people into the street for marches and demonstrations, and finally, we were instructed in ways to take off riots.
Okay, just listen to what this man said. If it plays, because my internet is so slow. I swear to God, I think some people maybe on
When
it.
I was studying communist tactics and strategy in Moscow, my instructors emphasized the importance of using honest grievances and popular slogans as a smokescreen to cover up the true nature of the revolution. We were taught how to use propaganda and arouse the emotion of the masses. We learned how to set one group against the other and to make them hate each other. We learned the necessity of having martyrs, and we were even told how to create our own martyrs if they did not automatically result from the atmosphere of hatred. We were taught the importance of getting large masses of people into the street for marches and demonstrations, and finally, we were instructed in ways to take off riots and make them spread and to keep them going. When I returned to the United States, I was immediately given practical training. I participated in so-called nonviolent demonstrations that were deliberately calculated to irritate white people into violence against us. I personally was in charge of organizing a march on Washington to dramatize the Scottsboro Boys case. In New York, about 1935, a Negro boy was reported killed by the owner of a store while in the act of stealing some merchandise. Communist Party headquarters decided to make a march out of the boy. So we went right to work, putting out handbills and holding over the air meter. In less than a half hour after we started, there was a race right there on 125th Street, complete with smashing windows of white stoking, looting, and all the rest. I'm not speaking of things I read about. These are things I personally participated in.
Okay, so you know a little bit about now what was going on in the civil rights movement. Everybody was trying to take over that thing. Okay, different groups competing against each other, and yes, they were targeting families. Okay, so we know that. Okay, and people got killed. A whole bunch of people got killed during that time. So, if you want more information about the leftist Razor, hold on. So they're not going to tell you this stuff. Razor Fist. Communist. Hollywood was always red. There it is. Hollywood was always. Sorry. Always red. Watch that. Watch it. And you going to learn some shit. You going to learn shit. Some true stuff. Not this chosen one shit. Not this chosen one shit. But Hollywood was always red. And then it talks about Hitler always being a socialist, which he was. And it's wonderful information, true information about competing groups attacking each other, attacking families. You all know that happened. I can't find, usually it's over here somewhere. See, he told the truth about McCarthyism. That McCarthy was not part of the Hollywood blacklist, whatever thing that was going on back there. Okay, but now you trying. Now this is a long-winded way of me explaining that, you know, competing groups will attack each other's family. Period. Sorry, but it's true. And you being part of a competing group's family, it's not going to shield you if you're a child. It's going to make you more vulnerable.
A lot of people expect me to be running around chasing groupies with axes and things, you know.
Let me see. There it is. You see? Good information. Really, really good information about leftism. Okay? Now, yes, I know the deep state, the fifth column.
Nazis were socialists.
The deep state, the fifth column, the New World Order, secret societies, all that, they're all part of the same corrupt coin, but they attack each other as well. They attack each other. Useful idiots will always attack each other. Okay, so let's go back to the original video. Okay, I'm so sorry about that, but that's like a long-winded way to explain that this dude don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's going to get you in trouble. They're not gang stalking you because you special. No, no. You're just an easy target of opportunity and convenience. You being a child, it doesn't make you off limits. You being a child doesn't make you special. And they ain't gang stalking you because you're special. Like I said before. Okay, hopefully this plays. Play! You see what I'm talking about with this internet?
That kind of made an alarm go off. You weren't like these other kids, and it didn't have to be something extravagant. It didn't have to be something amazing. It could just be subtle little things, and they start to notice, and they understand who has sent you here, right? The Bible says He knew us before we were in the womb.
They always use that Bible shit. Now, I just explained to that Bible has nothing to do with it. Easy target of opportunity, easy target of convenience to be exploited, or your family or your parents, your grandparents are part of a group that they just did not like, or they just thought you was an easy target of convenience. They wanted you to be put into the system so the system can make money off of you while you're an adult, like the prison, school to pipeline prison system, school to pipeline prison system. You just easy target of convenience and opportunity. Your parents didn't know better. Many different reasons why you was stalked as a child.
Demons go on assignment, just like you have angels assigned to you. Demons go on assignment. So the first thing about this gang stalking
he can't even prove that no angels. He can't even prove that the angels protecting you. You got all this shit that happened in Ukraine, all that shit that happened in Israel, just in 2023 alone. You still got that stuff going on in Africa and in the Middle East, and then you still got the stuff that's happening all over the world, like in Central and South America. Crime organizations that's taking over government acting like tyrants and killing their populations. This stuff been going on for thousands of years, and it's going on in 2023, and it will go on, continue to go on in 2024, and none of these chosen ones are ever going to stop that shit. But he want to talk about some goddamn angels and demons. No.
I tell you, it is all about fear and intimidation. The minute that you step into your truth, chosen one.
Okay, he did say it is about fear and intimidation because it's a harassment campaign. But now he's going to talk about the chosen one. No, there ain't no goddamn chosen one. There ain't no God. His God is like, you ask him about his God that he worshipped, he can't even tell you where that dude came from. Because, like I said, most of the world today is not a Christian world. Back in the ancient times, like in ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, ancient Rome, they wasn't talking about Christianity. They wasn't talking about Yahshua. They wasn't talking about this shit. You go down to ancient South American culture, there was no Jesus in those cultures, period. The dude didn't exist down there. So this Jesus thing is something current in human history for the last 2.5 thousand years. But you go anywhere farther than that in human history, Jesus wasn't even in the picture, nor was Yahweh or Yahshua, whatever the fuck they want to call him.
The minute that you wake up, the minute that you have your encounter with Christ, whenever that is, and you start to get in relationship with him, the devil is going to automatically start to use his agents, those he can access willingly, those who allow him to access them, right? Through their wicked hearts, through their jealousy, through their pride, through, witchcraft, whatever it looks like.
Oh God, witchcraft.
Intimidate.
Okay, so I'm going to stop the camera. Okay, I'm going to go back a little bit because Bandicam stopped. Bandicam stopped.
You get the pressure put on you, you do in society. You get the stares, the weird looks. You may be followed around.
Okay, so there it is. There it is right there. We got a timestamp. There it is. That's the psychological operation campaign. Why is this on this fucking side? What the fuck? I didn't ask for that to be on this side. Okay, what the fuck? Anyway, that's a psychological operation campaign. Well, his whole video is a psychological operation campaign against real gang stalking victims, but what he just said was part of a limited hangout. Oh, they're looking at you. Yeah, well, a lot of gang stalking victims say that people are looking at them strange. You know what stops that? Your fucking camera. Your fucking camera out and record these people. Spy camera. Don't go up into the phase and record them. Record them secretly. Spy glasses, spy pins. But as soon as they think they're on camera, that shit shuts down real quick. Especially if they're going to be gang stalking you, workplace mobbing you at their job. When those cameras come out, that shit stops automatically because these people don't want to be homeless. These people got kids. They don't want to move to Skid Row. So just record them, okay? Record and document. Don't make one little video and say this person's gang stalking me. No, you need to do an investigation on yourself. An investigation takes time. It takes months, if not years. The FBI with the eBay scandal, 2 years to find 6 people. Okay. So he just talked about the limited hangout. He just said they're gang stalking you and they're gonna be staring at you, they'll be looking at you weird, talking about you weird, which is true. Harassment, slander, libel, staring at you, just looking at you weird, are all part of gang stalking, community mobbing, and workplace mobbing. He was the direct energy weapon, workplace mobbing. But then he talks about Jesus and the chosen one again. Now that's fake. You can believe in Jesus all you want to, but Jesus had nothing to do, religion has nothing to do with gang stalking.
People may be trailing you all the time. You may be going through witchcraft attacks. You may be going
Okay, the psychological operation campaign limited hangout. He just said all that real truth and then he tied in witchcraft. Okay, witches don't exist. I'm so sorry to say that. Witches don't exist. There is no such thing as witchcraft. You can believe whatever you want. I believe in aliens. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I believe in aliens. I believe in half alien human hybrids. They may have abilities that we do not have, regular humans have, but motherfuckers are not witches. Because there are a whole bunch of witches in Africa. They haven't taken over that fucking country. Okay, the communists have taken over the continent of Africa. Okay, but all those witch doctors down there, they can't stop those communists, those Chinese communists from taking over that continent. And yet you have witchcraft all over that, all over there. Okay, anyway, fake, people fake.
Kinds of stuff, and it's to intimidate you because they do not want you to step into your full potential in Christ.
Okay, and then there it goes again. That's the part of the psychological operation campaign limited hangout. There have been several videos about this issue back in the past dealing with these fake gang stalking victims. These fake gang stalking victims always want you to be put on some pedestal because you're being gang stalked. Again, this is to make you look stupid, especially if you ain't doing anything. Okay? You ain't doing anything in your life, but people are gang stalking you because you're special. Yeah, that just makes you look fucking retarded. And it does, because it is. They always will say that they're gang stalking you because you got special DNA. Back in the day, they used to. They say that they're gang stalking you because you got special DNA, you got special demon type, not special phenotype. You got a special phenotype. That's what they used to lie about. Now these fake gang stalking victims are claiming they gang stalking you because you're special. You're a light seed. You're a light worker. You're a light warrior. You're a star seed. You're an indigo child. You're a chosen one. See this the same shit all over again. They're trying to make it seem like you have a narcissistic personality disorder, and you don't. They're not gang stalking you because they're special. They're using that shit as a psychological operation campaign so you won't find out who's gang stalking you. You won't record the gang stalking street theater harassment campaigns, and your friends, your family, and your potential allies won't protect you from the gang stalkers. But these gang stalkers are going to try to get you in jail, try to get you in prison, try to get you homeless, try to get your kids taken away from you. These gang stalkers are going to hit you with the direct energy weapons and mind control technology. Now, it's going to be hard for you to stop any of that or to prove any of this gang stalking shit is real if you believe you are chosen one. Okay. See, he's lying to you. Okay, let's continue on.
That is what gang stalking is all about, right? And if you don't know about the book of Enoch, there are watchers, right, that have been here since the flood.
Look, he keeps. So you see, he keeps looking up.
And it's
Side.
Worse as time's going on.
Look.
It's only going to continue to get worse. So they use vessels to intimidate the true elect, the ones that God has chosen for a specific calling.
Okay, so let's go. See, he's gonna keep looking up. I don't know why he keeps looking up and looking down at his sheet of paper and then looking at the camera. But most of the time, when it gets too close to the 9-minute mark, he's just gonna keep focusing, looking up. That's what I saw. Okay, so anyway, he talks about the book of Enoch. Now, is there a book of Enoch in the James King Bible? No, it's not. You know why? Because you had a thing called the Council of Nicaea. They took all the old books of the Bible, the Gnostic Bible as well. They threw away most of the Gnostic Bible. They got rid of it. And yet those Romans, those pagans, took what they wanted out of the Bible and turned the Bible to what they wanted. And of course, they killed all these old Christian sects all over Rome as well because they're a competing group. Like I said before, competing groups often kill each other all the time. But the pagans took over the Bible, and pagans had the Bible, I say, for like 2,000 years or more, and they still have it now. No, I wouldn't even trust what the Bible say. Most of these Christians don't even read the Bible anyway, because you're not supposed to have a Christmas tree if you're a Christian, because it's what the pagans do, and yet these same fake-ass Christians, or people who claim to be Christians, have Christmas trees. If you're a Christian, you're not supposed. If you're a Christian and you're a bastard child, you do not belong in the house of the Lord until his 5th or 10th generation. That's what the Bible said. But you have bastard children in the house in the Lord anyway. And if Jesus created the world, if Jesus know everything, Jesus is omnipotent and I forgot the other word, omnipresent and shit like that, then God would have known that you was a bastard child, and yet the Bible said that you don't belong in his house, and he allowed you to be a bastard child, and he he knows that you are not supposed to be in his house anyway, and he's fine with that. See, this guy, see, when you put the world into a real situation, you put this Bible stuff into a real situation, especially if you put these chosen ones' lives into a real situation, everything just falls apart. If you're a bastard child, you do not belong in the house of the Lord until your 5th or 10th generation. And God knew you was going to be a bastard child and allowed it to happen, allowed you to be born anyway, knowing that you, if you follow the Bible, you will not belong in any house of the Lord. Period. Anyway, I know long-winded explanation, but we're going to keep on.
Purpose, and not everybody's calling is the same. But if you are experiencing gang stalking, I'm telling you right now, all it is intimidation.
Now he's right. You see, he just talked a whole bunch of bullshit, and yet gang stalking is intimidation. That is true. But everything else he says is bullshit. Keep on.
Get you to cower. It's to get you in fear and not faith. It's to get you.
No, it doesn't matter if you faith. It depends on who gang stalk you. There are a lot of pagan, a lot of cults that do gang stalking. A lot of them, because these people are going to gang stalk you, and then they're going to come up to you like, hey, why won't you come to this church? Do you need something to eat? Come to the church. Do you need something to, you need a place to sleep? Come to the church. You need all this stuff? Come to the church. But they're the ones that gang stalking you because they want you there. They're trying to scare you into their cultist belief systems, okay? It's human farming. What's that dude's name? The bastard. Oh, I'm gonna have to stop this video. See, all they have to do is lie, but I have to spend like an hour just talking about their freaking lie. Now, I know you may not like this dude right here, but overall, through over the years, I believe that this dude was more right. Okay, this dude was right, especially completely more right than the chosen ones that they're on YouTube now. But there's a lot to this gang stalking than most people realize.
They will rotate people's involvement in different circles and stalks. The stalkers, which represent these people over here in these circles, vigilante civilians who have been misled, who get duped and recruited through deceitful tactics, blackmail, or cash pay. You got petty criminal sickos that are in thrill kill cults and other things like that. Also, voyeuristic operations, bottom feeders, who will carry out the perpetration of the crimes. This is all done by hacking into Wi-Fi systems, Echelon, HARP, and other systems of communication, which state and local law enforcement and politicians can access. These codes get hacked into by these other groups, going all the way up to insurance agencies, road police agents, medical science, with universities, private security,
talking about remote neural monitoring,
criminal voyeur groups, detective agencies that represent these guys here. Okay, up here you got the mafia and cartels. Now you must understand that none of these groups necessarily, now some of them do, but not all of these groups actually are aware of what is going on with the targeting the other group is doing to the target. So it may make them appear suspicious. Okay, there's certain bands and waves that can be hacked into under the radar of the FCC communication system. Like I said, this can go back to the mafia and the cartels, and also involved in these stalks are religious groups that are real advocates for their religion, occult groups and cults that have ties with these other organizations. And basically what happens is somebody down here below, like somebody you've offended, has reported you all the way up to this, the Homeland Security Office. Okay, now over here you got secret enforcers, you got the TSA, them working directly with local and state law enforcement down here in the red, and they're all accessing these satellites. Why do these government agencies and police not mess with these people? Because they could be exposed themselves if they opened up the scandal that these networks were being hacked into and infiltrated, because the government's not supposed to be spying on civilians to this extent in the first place. There could be secret governments involved here, which is where that question mark is. Secret governments, foreign powers, and basically it all goes up to the branches of the federal government, which are run by the banks. And
now, I believe like a good chunk of what this man was saying is true, and we know that stalking, and just like eBay, 6 executives, eBay, with the eBay stalking scandal, they were involved in stalking too, okay? You know, so we know corrupt police officials are involved in stalking, gang stalking. So I'm willing to bet that this man was more right on the money back in 2013 than any of these freaking chosen ones are right now, okay? In 2023, okay? Let's go back to this dude's original, the purpose of this original video, which is this dude. You see, I had to go all over the world just to explain shit, and this dude could just make up shit out of the air, and yet he'll get like 5,000 views and stuff like that, and he's not saying anything real. Yes, I do understand that the last video that you saw, William the Bastard did the talk thing. Yes, I am aware of that.
What's going on with y'all, fam? We back with another video, back with another.
Okay. Where was I at? Let's see what we was right here. Okay, just hang on for a second. Everything gets completely slow. Just okay. So it popped up a little bit better now.
All it is intimidation.
Which is true.
It's to get you to cower. It's to get you in fear and not faith. It's to get you outside of the will of God so you do not step into your purpose. But little do they know and understand is God uses.
You see, they all keep talking about special purpose. Nobody from these people can say what that special purpose is. They all talk about special purpose, just like back in before, like in 2018, they were all talking about you special because you got special DNA, special phenotype, special blood. You got the good blood. This is all narcissistic personality disorder, trying to make you feel special because you're being victimized, basically, so you don't get evidence against the people who are gang stalking you and bring them to court. All right.
It's your enemy to push you right into your purpose. If you can break through the barrier of fear and intimidation.
And what is that purpose?
Narcissistic society has always used intimidation as a form of getting you to bow, just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They told them that.
See, they always use that Bible shit. Well, in the book, but they never use anything that's current. What is current in the last 100 years that you can use to prove what you're saying is true? No, they always do that shit. They always go back to the Bible.
Furnace. That's intimidation, right? Same with Christ when he was in the wilderness. The devil came to him and said, when he was tired, when he was worn out, came to him and said, if you bow to me, I'll give you the kingdoms of this world. The way that you fight this gang stalking is through the word of God.
No.
It's through your prayer life. It's through.
Really? Okay. So the way to fight gang stalking through prayer is through prayer and Jesus and God and shit. Okay, where was this God in Lahaina? Where was this God in Lahaina? Where was this God in Israel and that shit that happened with Gaza a couple months ago? Where was this God at in Ukraine? And this is all in 2023. This is all in 2023. And these people die like people dying all over the place. Where was this God that he's talking about? But no, they always want to tie back to go back to this God entitled to gang stalking, when God, his God, if he actually is a real Christian, has nothing to do with real gang stalking. Period. Period. Most of the world is not a Christian, and yet you can go back in the past to the ancient world. There were few Christians than there are now. Okay, so it's just whatever the thing that he's saying, it's false. It really is. There was less Christians back in ancient times than there are now, and yet none of these motherfuckers believed in God, and God didn't save anybody. But there's more Christians today, and God ain't saving anybody today in 2023. Hint: Ukraine, Lahaina, and what the stuff that happened in Israel.
Building a relationship with God and starting to truly understand.
See,
word,
look up.
and it takes time.
Keep look up,
so I'm
down.
You know, these are some things that you may experience. A breach of your privacy.
Mm-hmm.
They may begin to hack your phone.
Okay, there it is. That's the limited hangout. He said they may breach your privacy. They're gonna hack into your phones, your Wi-Fi, entering this stuff gets deep. Well, yeah. See that's the limited hangout. Yeah, they're gonna hack into your shit. Depending on who gang stalking you. Yes, you're gonna get cyber stalked. Yes, you're gonna get cyber harassed. Yes, your stuff is your phones are gonna get hacked. They're gonna break into your apartment. Ted Gunderson, the former top cop of Los Angeles County, Ted Gunderson was the head FBI agent in Los Angeles County. His stuff was broken into too. Yes, they're gonna do that. And then, but this stuff had nothing to do with Chosen One. This is part of gang stalking and community mobbing. Now you'll scroll down and you're gonna see him talks about more stupid shit, spiritual crap.
This stuff gets deep, and it's all to intimidate you, right? And depending on how deeply rooted this wickedness is in your bloodline, in your family, a lot of us chosen ones are born into demonic covens, witches, occultic practices, and then they are in hopes.
Okay, so he's talking about the psychological operation campaign. A lot of people are born into these crazy religions and these crazy cults. Leah Remini, talking about Scientology back in the day. They were stalking her. Okay, they were stalking her. She got it on camera, but it had nothing to do with no witchcraft and shit and no magical powers.
She will become darkness. But you see, God knew you before you were in the womb. This is why when you come into this world.
Yeah, but God knew you before. God knew you while you was in the womb. But if God knew you while you was in the womb, then why did he say that no bastard child belongs in the house of the Lord to his 5th or 10th generation? Find that Bible verse. It's still in the Bible. And what did Jesus say? Jesus said he was there to fulfill the law, not to break it. So it still applies. So the Old Testament still applies. And yet God knew you in the womb, and he knew you were going to be a bastard child. You understand this shit? Okay, you understand? Okay, whatever, man. Believe what you want. Hey, okay.
There are demons assigned to you automatically. Usually it's through your family members. Believe it or not. We are here.
Oh my God! Did he just do? He just stuck out his tongue. Holy shit! He did the tongue thing. He did the tongue thing. Now we know he fake. He did the tongue thing. Get timestamp. Let's see if we can. I know my computer's all slow and shit. Okay, hold on. See.
There are demons assigned to you automatically. Usually it's through your family members. Believe it or not.
Okay, let's see if we can get it. But you seen this tongue thing, right?
So the number one thing I can tell you, right?
Okay, I'm sorry about that. That's 10 seconds. This is really slow. That's computer. I'm so sorry.
Automatically, usually it's through your family members. Believe it or not.
Okay, he did the tongue thing. Now you see throughout this whole entire video, for the last 5 minutes of this video, his tongue was perfectly moist, no food on it, no dead skin on his lips, no nothing, but he did the tongue thing. What did that tongue thing? I'm going to do a whole series, especially about Ron DeSantis, because he was doing the tongue thing too, but what does that fucking tongue thing means? I don't know what that tongue thing means. I don't know what that tongue thing means. I don't know what... whatever, I don't know if this is NSA, CIA, FBI, deep state, the fifth column. I don't know, telling these people to do this tongue shit, but celebrities, politicians, media personalities, and now these fake ass gang stalking victims doing the chosen one psychological operation campaign are all doing this freaking nasty tongue thing. What does this tongue thing actually mean? I do not know, but they're all doing it. I just watched a American Cancer Society commercial, and she did the tongue thing too. Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna stop the camera. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Okay, because they're all doing it. They're all doing that nasty tongue thing. This video is gonna be like over an hour long, and we just now 5 minutes into this fucking dude's video. All right, stopping the camera. Now here it is. This is the American Cancer Society commercial, and you're gonna see this chick do the tongue thing, okay? So tell me what this tongue thing actually means, because everybody doing it and they're on camera doing it, and these directors are allowing these people to stick their nasty tongues out. So it must mean something really big to somebody really, really high up in society that we're living in, if these people are allowing these people on camera to do the tongue thing. Like I said, I don't know what it actually means, but I just see it everywhere now.
When I was facing cancer, the treatment I need.
There you go. See, it just sticks her tongue out for no goddamn reason on camera. And the director said, that will be fine. That's great. So that tongue thing means something to somebody high up. Like I said before, I don't know what it means, but it means something to somebody really high up. Really somebody special, because that tongue thing looks nasty, and everybody is doing it now. I see it all over the place. They do that nasty tongue thing. And like I said before, there was a documentary like around 2008, 2010, around that area. There was a documentary about that tongue thing. And celebrities were doing that tongue thing, and everybody was like trying to figure out what does this tongue thing mean, because it chews up the scenery. But the director, the producers, the studio heads, all allowing their actors to do this stupid nasty tongue thing. You've seen it in Stranger Things. There was I'm gonna do a video about it, about called "Leave the World Behind" with Julia Roberts and that black dude they wanted to be Blade, constantly doing that nasty tongue thing. Then you see it in the latest Stranger Things series. I think this season, whatever the last season it was, with the devil dude playing D&D and shit. Tongue thing all throughout that shit. And at first, you were just watching it, you never noticed it, but then you look back and you constantly see these actors doing the tongue thing. Like I said, I don't know what that means, but they're all doing it. Here it is.
The treatment I needed wasn't available where I needed. The treatment I needed wasn't.
They're all doing that tongue thing. Now, I don't know if she have alien human hybrid or what, or the director says stick out your tongue in the middle of this of this take, and we're gonna keep it. And she's like, okay, I'll stick my tongue out for no goddamn reason. I'll stick my tongue out and look stupid. I'll stick my tongue out and look stupid on your camera, on your set, as long as you give me enough money. And she said, yep. And there she is. But like I said, I don't know what that tongue thing is. So let's go back to the original purpose of this video. I think we're at 5:05, and like I said before, Justice did the tongue thing too. No goddamn reason. I fucking had. Sorry about the ad.
What's going on with y'all, fam? We back with another message, back with another video. You know what to do. Tap into someone for him, whatever your calling looks like. Number 2, these gang stalkers are off of our bloodline.
Wait, hold on. We're gonna rewind that off of our bloodline. Okay, stop. Okay, we're gonna go back.
Please, through your family members, believe it or not.
So now you just saw the tongue thing right there. And no, looking at his tongue does not get me hot and wet down there. No, it's nasty. That tongue shit is nasty.
We are here to break the
stick your nasty
off of
tongue
our
out.
bloodline. So the number one thing I can tell you, right? Gang stalking is all about intimidation, fear, control, draining your energy, getting you outside of the will of God.
Okay, so basically he said gang stalking about fear and control. Yes. The rest of the shit that he just said, no. Psychological operation campaign, limited hangout. And you're gonna see more. Okay, this video is already a little bit too long, and this video is 20 minutes long, and we are at 5 minutes and 18 seconds into this fucking video. Okay, we're gonna do a little, like 2 more minutes, and that's it. Where we end up is where we end up at. But you can see, I'm proving you that this dude is fake. It didn't enter this
tricking you out of your own position and spot that God wants to put you in life. All he has for you, all he wants you to do for him, whatever your calling looks like. Number 2, these gang stalkers.
Okay, see, they're buttering up. Oh, God, you're so special because God have a purpose for you. Okay, but God can kill all those ex-Nazis that been running people in these concentration camps. And some of those ex-Nazis, those ex-Nazis that survived WW2 ended up under Project Paperclip, and the Russian version of Project Paperclip. Those ex-Nazis lived pretty good lives compared to most of the people that are living on Earth now. Really good lives. But okay, but God has a mission for you. Okay.
Are usually narcissistic. Nobody could participate in this stuff if they didn't have an unpure, unclean heart. Nobody can sit there and do witchcraft, let jealousy drive them, stalk you.
Okay, now he just said that gang stalking, like nobody with a clean. Yeah, I say yes. People who are doing this gang stalking are corrupt or corruptible, or they've been corrupted into it, been forced into it, been blackmailed against it. Yeah, there's something dirty within that. But then he mixed it with the fucking witchcraft. And we all know that witchcraft is not real. Again, how many witches are in Africa right now? And they can't stop the Chinese from taking over that continent. Okay.
Do all these things, breach your privacy.
Let's see. Okay, yes, they're going to breach your privacy. They're going to hack your shit. They're going to break into your apartment. But he ain't gonna tell you to get cameras, and he sure as hell ain't gonna tell you to buy a master lock door security bar, a master lock door security bar to make sure these people don't break into your fucking house. No, he ain't gonna say that.
And somehow call you the problem because you're speaking a message of truth, because you refuse to bow to Baal, because you refuse to bow down to Satan.
Baal and Satan are 2 different deities, by the way. But whatever. Okay. Whatever. But what else was I doing? Yeah. Okay. But this is just more psychobabble.
This is Satan using his agents to access you and get you into a state of fear.
You notice that? Notice how he just looks up all the time.
You don't step into your purpose. Now, your purpose isn't going to look like everyone else's, so don't let them gaslight you. Not everybody's just called to preach the word of God. Not everybody's just called to, do what everybody else has been doing.
See, he's not even looking at the camera, just keeps on psychobabbling.
To educate people on spiritual warfare, to pull people out of darkness. Everybody has a calling, man.
See, it's so easy to talk about spiritual warfare. Everybody has a calling, but you don't see this man going to Africa and being a missionary and helping people doing that. If that's a calling, no, he's on YouTube. Talk about some dumbass chosen one, but he's not in Africa. He's not in Asia. He's not in the India helping people who really needs to help. He's not in doing missionary work in Central and South America. No, he on YouTube talking about fucking chosen one. You see, because it's easy. He got a cash app. It's easy for him to do this shit. Every single one of these motherfuckers, every single one of these chosen one motherfuckers are talking about, oh my God, you gotta call it, Jesus love you, while they're in their phone or at their house on the video and talking about the Lord, when they can actually prove that Lord stuff is real, and they can go to Africa, India, Asia, and yet prove that they're worthy of their God's spiritual gifts or whatever. But no, he just on fucking YouTube lying about actual gang stalking. You see, then, like Chris the life coach was drinking from some Sonic cup talking about God gave me visions and shit. You had the other dude from Greece talking about he's being gang stalking in Greece. All he is just walking in the middle of a fucking field, and yet he got caught with a central digital bank currency wallet. And everybody knows that that central bank digital currency is technically the mark of the beast, because they're going to control everything through that central bank digital currency. They're going to control your climate credit points, your vaccine report card. They're going to control your cash and tell you where to spend and what to spend with that central bank digital currency. Okay, they're going to tell you, they're going to complete control you through that shit. But yet you have one of those chosen one that had a central bank digital currency wallet. But he's talking about discernment from God. I mean, come on, dude. People are fake. Okay, where's my volume at? Okay, I want to see what happened to the volume.
Stalking is all about is when they know you have been called, when they know that you are now.
See, keep looking at this dude. The dude constantly keeps looking up at something. I don't know what the fuck he's looking at, but he doesn't look at the camera. I'm looking down, watching the screen, and then looks up the camera. This dude just constantly looking up, and then every once in a while look at the camera and then look at his script.
Understanding God more and more. The intimidation becomes heightened the closer you get to your breakthrough, the closer you get to whatever it is God is trying to do in your life. They want you to cower in fear. That's all it's about. These people have a God.
Okay, so if you want to, you can scroll down. I will do a part 2. This is already too long. I'll do, look, he reads Ephesians. I'll read the Palms or they read Ephesians. Palms or Ephesians. And every once in a while they read John 3:16. Okay, but they ain't talking about jack shit. And I'll do a part 2 of this dude, but clearly this video is way too long. And the stuff that I already showed you proved that this dude's fake, phony, and false. Now, what this dude reminds me of is another gang stalking, a fake gang stalking victim. Okay, talking about that dumbass chosen one shit. Okay, okay. Okay, hold on. I know my computer's slow. Just hang on for a second. Just hang on for a second. We're going to do uploaded date. Yep, Magic Leaf is spamming the YouTube uploaded date section again. Okay. Carl made a stupid video. So you already got two. It's like, see, Carl. See, they're just spamming. Carl and his fake videos from his separate accounts are just spamming the uploaded date section again. See, spam. Okay, now I'm gonna see if I can scroll down to that one. See, Carl, another Carl channel. Okay, now let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. Another Carl, fake Carl channels again. All these fake Carl channels again. Okay, so now you know what I'm talking about. These are all fake videos. Where is this dude at? Just hang on. Like I said, most of these videos are fake. Just hang on for a second. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. What happened to this? I'm trying to find it. What happened to it? Okay. Okay, there it is. Now, you just heard Justice do a whole bunch of psychobabble. This dude is well known for his psychobabble. They're both dealing with Christ, but this is nothing more than New Age, pagan, revenge, porn, fantasy, psychobabble that both of these men are doing. And they all claim to be a chosen one. Now, I don't know why this thing just cut off all of a sudden. See, now the thing's coming back on.
Chosen vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Drew Tube, and I'm back at you again
Same
with
shit.
another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe.
Now, this dude is constantly, like I said before, talking about psychobabble. I haven't seen this video before, but we can look at the timestamp, and I'll do a video about this dude as well, because he's another fake one. See, you see all that? You see all that spiritual shit that has nothing to do with gang stalking. Empath, nothing to do with gang stalking. Okay. Okay, we'll see if I can find it. Oh, this is it. I haven't seen this video, but I'm just reading from this transcripts.
And
see, the scene's cutting out.
To be the best person that they could be for themselves and others. And you have to start seeing yourself.
Ugh. This computer's acting up.
As an upstanding citizen. You have to start seeing yourself regardless of your situation, regardless of where you live, regardless of what you have in your possession, regardless of what your life is.
See, now he's doing affirmative affirmation TikTok shit.
And that is one of the hardest things you're going to have to experience. Because these individuals, they hate your peace. They hate your pride about yourself, a little bit of pride you do have. All right. They hate the fact that you have a high sense of self-esteem. All right. These are normal, natural things.
Okay.
That you are going to have to.
Yeah. Yes. A positive affirmation shit. I'm trying to find his psychobabble about Jesus and the chosen ones. And my computers keep acting up. Oh god, this is 30 minutes long. Hell no. Okay, well anyway, I'll do a video about him. I've been wanting to do a video about him for the longest time because these people do not talk about real gang stalking. Okay, but the system will astroturf these people to get as many views, and I think a lot of their views are bot views on top of that, but they're mixing gang stalking, so you believe that these people are talking about real gang stalking. No, they're not. They're not talking about real gang stalking. And I haven't seen this dude on the gang stalking page in a while. Probably because he got called out. Alright. For being fake. Sorry, my internet is really slow. So anyway, I'll do another video about justice, and then I will show you how justice and this dude right here, well, he's been constantly making videos about some chosen one and all this other stuff, but I have not seen him in a while. Okay. Just psychobabble. This is just psychobabble. It doesn't prove anything. Alright, I'll make a video about it. Alright. Because this is the there ain't no chosen one. Go Google any war in the last century. Go Google any war in the last 2,000 years, 3,000 years, and you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. Ain't no goddamn chosen one. Alright. I'm sorry, but this is super long. But you see, these chosen ones can just make up anything they want to, and no one calls them out on it. Maybe a few people, but they're just making shit up.